And we've got a big breaking story here on India Today on day 13 of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The green corridor in the Ukrainian city of Sumy has finally opened. The final stretch of Operation Ganga is now on. India Today can confirm to you that you're looking at pictures of Indian students being evacuated from the besieged city of Sumy. The Red Cross and Indian embassy officials are accompanying the convoy as it makes its way out of Sumy towards the neighboring province of Poltava, and from there the students are to be taken to Belgorod across the border in Russia, and from there they will be brought back to safety. So the passage, the humanitarian corridors are active. Let's take a quick look at what these corridors looks like. First, these images that you're seeing on your screen right now, the first images of Indian students being taken to safety from the besieged city of Sumy in the northern part of Ukraine near the border with Russia. They're being taken to safety. What you're looking at is the final stretch of Operation Ganga. After the Indian government had pressured Putin into announcing a ceasefire, two ceasefire over 48 hours, including in this particular city of Sumy, where the last of the Indian students are. These are the pictures now of Indian students being pulled out, and they are being taken in the company of Indian embassy officials and the Red Cross out of Sumy right now. Let me show you what the humanitarian corridors look like. There are many foreigners here as well. Let's show you quickly what the humanitarian corridors look like where the ceasefire has come into force. From Kiev to Gomel in Belarus is one of the humanitarian corridors that's being allowed as part of this ceasefire. The second humanitarian corridor is Chernihiv. Remember, this is one of the most attacked cities. A lot of airstrikes happening here. So Chernihiv to Gomel by road is another humanitarian corridor that has been opened right now. And now this, pay attention to this viewer, because this is extremely important to India. From Sumy, Indian students, foreigners, civilians are being taken through this corridor down to Poltava, which is just south of Sumy, and from there by road across the border into Belgorod, into Russia. So we have a confirmation now that Indian students are on their way. They are being taken from Sumy to Poltava to Belgorod, also Kharkiv, where there are many civilians at this point of time, including some Indians who've been trying to get on trains. They also now have passage from Kharkiv to Belgorod. And finally, Mariupol, which is a city in the eastern part of the country that's seeing a lot of shelling. There were Indians there, but they all made it out earlier. Many civilians from there. A route has now, humanitarian corridor has now opened now via Novosibirsk, Taganrog and Rostov-on-Don in Russia is where this humanitarian corridor has opened, and it is from there that they will be pulled out. So big humanitarian corridors, 4 in number, have been identified now. Indian students on their way to safety from Sumy. Big win for India. The Sumy 700 are being pulled out, and they will be brought to safety very soon. We'll have images and voices from them in just a moment.